So guys, we left Lethbridge this morning. We're now in Montana. And what the plan is to go to Vegas, let's see, Phoenix, and Albuquerque. So we're going to take you along. We're just filling up right now. Just show you that. Big old tank there. We're in Sunburst, Montana. Here we are. This is Sunburst. Mountains, old trucks. There's the tank. And then the shut-off, emergency shut-off, is over there. Really nice and convenient. Handy for emergencies. And then, yeah, Sunburst, man. Downtown Sunburst. Hopefully we don't get tied up in the traffic to get out of here. We don't want to end up in a traffic jam. Nice old square body pickup. And we'll catch you on the next stop. Thought it'd be nice to show you guys the beautiful scenery in Montana and how fast Mrs. Junk drives. Look at that. That's like zing, zing, zing. Pretty crazy. But actually, these coulees look a lot like Lethbridge. We have them going right through the center of our city, and I guess it's a little bit like home. So arriving in Idaho, we immediately got shut down by fog, like huge, thick fog. So we stopped off at this nice little motel in Dubois, Idaho, and we woke up to this beautiful few inches of snow. Imagine the surprise to the guy that was staying in the room next to us when I went over and asked if I could borrow his snow brush, and he says, "Aren't you from Canada?" And I said, "Yeah." Doesn't mean I'm smart enough to bring a snow brush. Well guys, we're in Idaho Falls and it's snowing. I ain't touring here. So this is pretty much going to be our Idaho Falls stop. I need to get somewhere warm. And just like that, a few hours later, we end up in a rainstorm. Thankfully, this didn't last very long. Maybe an hour's worth of drive. But I'll tell you, this weather was just up and down. It was really crazy. Guys, we're in Nephi or Nipple or something, Utah. So this is our supper stop on Tour of America 2024. Subscribe, make sure you're following because you don't know what's going to happen next. The beautiful sunsets in Utah are just something else. I never would have thought, and we've come to my favorite place, Beaver.
Yeah.
Here, my old buddy Beaver in Beaver, Utah. Oh my, am I ever excited to be here?
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna be beaver hunting. Come here, Beaver, Beaver, Beaver. Where are all the beavers in this town? Beaver County. See? Beaver County. I love beaver! Beaver is such a wonderful place. So don't forget, if you want to come visit Beaver, get me up to 5,000 followers, and you're coming with me to Beaver, Utah. There's a beaver. Let's find some more beavers. Julie,
Oh my God.
let's go hunting beaver.
Oh my God.
Oh, I think we've seen some beaver.
No, it's not beaver.
Oh, cars. Look at that stuff.
That's like abandoned.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Camaro. Some cool old trucks. So not only do you find beaver, but you find old vehicles. This must be an abandoned dealership or something. That's cool. Oh. We may have to find out who owns that. That may have to come to Alberta.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it?
Oops. Yeah, that might have to come to Alberta.
Oh, wow.
Okay, let's go hunting for some beaver.
Still, how big beaver is?
Beaver's big.
Oh my God.
There's a big beaver here, I'm sure of it. Oh, more stuff.
The old tires.
Big old tires. We're looking for big old beavers. I can smell beaver. I can smell the beaver.
Family dollar. What did I need in here?
Beavers?
I needed something in the dollar store. I forget.
Keep going. Keep going. Well, on the way back. We're hunting beaver right now. Don't be thinking about...
But there's nothing.
There is. I know there is. It's a town about beaver. There's gotta be.
But Beaver is, I think, over. This is Milford now, I think.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Beaver Sport and Pond.
Okay.
Told you there's more beavers here.
Okay. Oh, Beaver Drug.
Beaver Drug. Oh, we'll get that on the way back. Okay. Everybody be very, very quiet. The beaver will hear and run and hide. Oh, beaver. Wholesale and discount beaver. Wow. High school. Beaver High School. That's where the beavers go to high school. Beaver Fire District. Beaver Cleaners. This is where you clean your beaver. Beaver Press. The Beaver Press. You press your beaver here. Beaver Drug, Floral, and Gift. So if you need a drugged beaver, you come here. And you can also get her flowers and a gift. Hi guys. Believe it or not, we're in Beaver, Utah. I am so happy to be here. I love beaver. So many cool things. We just finished doing a bunch of recording. Well, a little bit of recording. But yeah, it's really sparked my desire for Beaver again. Can't wait till you guys see it. Make sure you check out the Beaver episode on my channel. Officially making Beaver the official town for nice junk. Touring America 2024. Look at this stuff, guys. Love this thing. Imagine the cool stuff you could do with that car. Let's see what else they got here. Old International pickup, couple tractors. Definitely be exploring more of this when we come back at the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. If you don't remember what that is, check out the video. A hop, skip, and a jump later, we end up in Vegas. And yeah, you can see those lights for miles and miles and miles away. Especially at night, because really you can't see the lights far away in the middle of the daytime. It's a whole science thing. You know, I can't explain it, but something to do with too much light. We're staying at the Tuscany Hotel in Vegas, and it reminds me a lot of Italy. It's really, really nice here. I'll try and capture some more video footage of the hotel, but it's a bunch of little rooms, I guess like a villa. It's off the strip by a block, and the amount of anxiety between the strip and here, it's like this is the vacation. The strip, you need a vacation after you spend some time on the strip. It's very quiet, tranquil, and wow, I needed this. So check out these little birds. They're so used to people, and all they want to do is get fed. They were like coming right up to people, and it was insane. Never seen anything like that. Here we are at the big bubble, or the sphere. We'll go with the big bubble. Anyways, decided to take some recordings on the outside. We didn't go inside. They wanted $140 a ticket to go inside to see a show. And honestly, I don't know what kind of a show would ever get me to pay 140 bucks American. So in my money, you know, you add the 40% exchange, that's north of 200 bucks. And that's just not my style. Nice little coffee shop. Wow.
You can come here for dessert.
After 2 days in Vegas, we decided to head over to Phoenix. Some beautiful scenery. It truly is breathtaking. This video is probably not doing it justice, but I hope you get an understanding of the sheer beauty. So we stopped at Last Stop Travel Center, and I'll tell you, the price of gas here is $5.09 a gallon. That's like double of what I paid in Montana. So I would say a little price gouging is happening over here. You might want to fill up before you get here if you're ever traveling through. But look what they have on the back of the building. That's really cool. I really like that one there. The yellow one. Look at that scenery. It's just gorgeous. There, Mrs. Junk's in the car. Hey guys, so we're at the Grand Canyon, and so far all I see is gift shops. There's no such thing as a canyon here. It's a bunch of stores.
Oh.
So, seeing that we were on Route 66, decided to stop by a couple of the attractions and maybe travel a little bit of Route 66. We didn't get to do as much as we liked because we were constrained in time, but I did manage to leave my mark on Route 66. One thing I found so bad was, why hasn't anybody created a historical society on restoring Route 66? It's such an iconic piece of Americana that you would think that they would gather around and just restore this beautiful part of American history. And they could definitely capitalize on it. Myself and Mrs. Junk decided to explore this old ghost town. I know there's not much there, but we ended up finding a really cool little spot. So I was very, very attracted to this building that had mountain lions across the top, and I actually had to do some research. And this building used to be the building for the zoo. And in behind, there were, I didn't realize at the time, but remnants of old cages for the zoo animals. So our next stop was Winslow, Arizona, where I found this cool old Ford. And I figured this must be the corner in Winslow, Arizona. So I thought it was being cool, but guess what? I wasn't. Wrong corner. This is the iconic corner being sang by the Eagles. And yes, there was even a flatbed Ford. Here we're just arriving to a little corner that, a little store at Jackrabbit. And this place inspired the movie Cars. You know, the Disney animation or Pixar animation. Now that we finally arrived in New Mexico, this is where the trip really gets interesting. There was a lot of great thrifting finds and some other special surprises that you're going to see right away. We arrived in the city of Red River, New Mexico, where we found another section of Route 66 and decided to drive through the city instead of around the city to see what we could see. And now finally arriving in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And it's a city we've been wanting to visit for a long time, ever since the iconic TV series Breaking Bad was filmed here. And what we were really impressed by is there's no real tall building, but you can see everything coming into town. So guys, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico now. I know I didn't do much for Arizona. I wasn't that impressed. There's a lot of garbage. Couldn't believe the amount of garbage. Beautiful state. Like, the scenery was gorgeous. The garbage was horrible. It just blows my mind. But anyways, we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I love it here. It's beautiful. It's clean. And I've only seen one meth head. So that's not bad. If I'd have been home, I would have already seen like 40 in 2 hours. So I think we're going to do go visit some of the Breaking Bad places, and of course we've hit every thrift shop in 8 states. So looking forward to spending more time in thrift shop parking lots. It's not so bad. It makes you happy. So, and I'm going to Harbor Freight, see what kind of money I can unload there. And we'll see you at the next one. Here we are, Albuquerque, New Mexico, at what is formerly known as Better Call Saul's office. If you take a look at the actual photos on the internet, you'll see those railings were white. They're now black. And right next to it is Better Call Saul, which is now the Bourbon House, Spirits and Fare. Pretty cool. So here's Walter White's house. The people that have bought it or moved in have really put in some security here. There's fencing all the way around, thingamajigs everywhere, and there's even a sign that says, "Don't bother us. Take your pictures from across the street." Here we're approaching Jesse and Jane's apartments. You remember when Jesse got booted out of his aunt's house and he moved in here? Of course, they didn't show this sign in the Breaking Bad show. And they gave it an appearance to not look like an apartment complex. Very strange. And here we are at Los Palos Romanes or something like that. Now it's Twister. So this is where Gus Frayne had his chicken place. We're gonna go in and eat. So that's cool. You wanted to speak to the manager? And here are some photos we took while we were in the restaurant, including Walter White's booth. The food we ate, the Los Polos logo, and of course the menu sign, in case you ever want to see. Having only been able to spend a few short hours in New Mexico, we are now on our way back home, and of course we're going to hit even more thrift shops. But I do promise to come back to New Mexico, and I'm going to do an entire video on New Mexico. I just love the state so much. I can see this being a regular holiday spot. Here's Mrs. Junk doing what she does best, and that's thrifting. She was having a great old time here, and we left with a lot. If you ever get a chance, make sure to come to Colorado Springs. What a beautiful place. Never mind the equipment, but we loved it. And I know Mrs. Junk's been talking about going back because of the thrifting, of course. So we're at a gas station somewhere in Wyoming. It's actually very pretty. Wyoming's really weird. It can be prairie, and then it can be mountainous, and then it can be mountainous but empty, if that makes any sense. Anyways, it was a great little gas station. They had all kinds of cool little snacks and stuff. And she had a dinosaur on there. Who doesn't like dinosaur gas? Here we are back in Montana, and I'm not going to record Montana again since I did at the very beginning. But hey, if you made it this far, you guys are awesome. And maybe you should like, share, subscribe, because I've always got some cool content coming out, and I really, really do appreciate you. It helps the channel. And all I can say is, that was some nice junk.